EndeavourOS Ganymede. What's new and what you need to know. EndeavourOS fans, the long wait is over. The project just shipped the Ganymede ISO, and it's focused on making installs smoother, fixing GPU handling, and refreshing the live environment after a long pause. If you're thinking of installing or just want to know what changed, stick around. I'll walk you through the clean wins, the gotchas, and the installation tips. Before we dive into packages, the developers stress the project is very much active, but contributors have been prioritizing life and avoiding burnout while keeping the online installer and packages updated. This release refreshes the ISO and live environment, so new installs get a modern, smoother experience. Topline release highlights. Ganymede ships with a newer Linux kernel, 6.17.x, an up-to-date Mesa and Xorg stack, a refreshed Calamares installer, and a most notable change, fully automatic NVIDIA driver detection on the ISO. These platform upgrades make hardware detection and installs much more reliable out of the box. Deep dive: NVIDIA driver improvements. Historically, the ISO included the proprietary NVIDIA driver by default, which sometimes mismatched users' hardware. Ganymede now detects your GPU at ISO boot and installs the correct driver automatically, either the proprietary NVIDIA or the open nvidia-open driver. That means the live session will load the proper modules and the installer will carry that choice over to the installed system. Less guessing and fewer post-install fixes. Networking note: Broadcom Wi-Fi. For Broadcom Wi-Fi chips that require the Broadcom WL driver, EndeavourOS no longer enables it by default on the ISO to avoid breaking other network devices. If a Broadcom device is detected, the live session prompts you with a pop-up to enable it, and the installer will then add the driver to your installed system. Desktop-specific polish. Ganymede also contains a number of desktop-specific fixes and swaps. KDE Plasma gets a Qt 6 virtual keyboard for SDDM. Some icon naming issues for Kogir themes were corrected. GNOME's default package list was slimmed down. LXDE package names normalized. And i3 got a swap from X backlight to brightness CTL. These are small but important for a polished live experience and consistent installs. Installer and package versions. On the packaging side, the ISO includes Calamares 25.11.x, Firefox 145, Mesa 25.2.x, and an updated Xorg stack, all to provide current hardware support and a smoother installer flow for new installs. Known issue: Systemd boot plus Windows 11 on separate drives. One important caveat: due to changes upstream in Systemd boot, some users have reported that Windows 11 installed on a separate drive may not boot when using Systemd boot. Grub doesn't show this problem. The issue seems specific to certain dual boot layouts with Systemd boot. If you're planning a dual boot on separate drives, consider using Grub or follow the project/forum guidance until this is resolved. Practical install tips. Quick tips before you install. Make a full backup of Windows if you're dual booting. If you have NVIDIA hardware, try the ISO's NVIDIA boot option to let automatic detection pick the right driver. If you rely on Broadcom Wi-Fi, be ready to accept the live prompt to enable Broadcom-WL. If you need secure boot or a complex dual boot with Windows on a separate drive, read the forum threads and consider Grub if you run into issues. Who should upgrade or reinstall? If you already run EndeavourOS and update regularly, you don't have to reinstall. Your rolling system will stay current. This ISO is mainly for new installs or people who want an updated live environment and offline installer. Wrap up. Ganymede is a welcome refresh. Modern kernel and stack, major improvements to NVIDIA handling, and several desktop polish items that make the live and install experience better. If you want links to the official release notes, downloads, and relevant forum discussions, check the description below. If this helped, like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want me to test next. NVIDIA installs, dual boot walkthrough, or a deep dive into KDE Plasma 6.5 on EndeavourOS. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for daily videos. Bye.